and gents, the Lamma show, it's not all about the manufacturers, the new products, it's also got a lot of companies showing off their services as well, such as Ashbrook Hire. So to talk us through the company, what it does, and a bit of background about it, we got the main man himself. It is Mr. James Ashbrook, the Managing Director of Ashbrook Hire. So James, just to kind of kick off with, just tell us a bit of background about Ashbrook Hire.
So both sides of my family are dairy farmers, 300 years, through Staffordshire and Cheshire. And when I left school, there wasn't really enough income on the farm to pay me a wage, so I still worked on the farm. But I went out, started contracting. So we built up ag contracting in a small way, and then it's kind of got bigger and bigger as we went on, and then we found there was nothing to do in the winter. So we used to hire a digger in and go out doing ditching, cleaning ponds out, drainage, anything like that. That grew, then we bought one digger, then we bought a dump trailer, then we bought a low load, then we bought a dumper, then we bought a telehandler, and it's grown and grown to what we are today.
Right. So when would you say that's sort of Ashbrook, the hire side of it sort of kicked off?
We've been going 25 years this year.
Right.
We probably, the contractor side drove it, but we'd always hire to neighbours and friends. And so it started from day one really, but in a small way, and then it's just grown and grown like a hamster wheel. It gets bigger and bigger and goes round faster and faster. And
that's it, and it's just like, hang on everybody.
That's it, yeah, keep going. And the good guys, we've got an amazing team with us. They all work very hard, they all get it. It's a challenging job. It's agriculture, it's like peak season, long hours, weekends. It's not normal.
There's a lot of peaks and troughs in terms of the workload throughout the season, as you well know.
Yeah.
So do you still do any contracts at all? Is it all about the hire business now? Or?
No, we still do a little bit, but that's sort of specialist job, isn't it? The machines are getting bigger and bigger and more specialist operators, so we tend not to unless we're helping a customer. We don't actually go out and actively do it. We're more into the hire. We're doing more and more hire tractors every year, more telehandlers, and we're trying to concentrate on what we do as a hire company.
Right, so in terms of the machines that you hire and the equipment that you've got, just talk us through, the range of things that you can hire.
Yeah, so we're premium brands only, so we're farm lifts and JCBs on the telehandler side. We have got some Manitous, and we hire everything from a micro digger that's fit through a standard house doorway, all the way up to like a 40-ton excavator. We hire small dumpers, little track dumpers that will go through a doorway as well, all the way up to 30-ton dump trucks.
Right.
We hire dozers, all sizes, loading shovels. Yeah.
Bit of everything, really.
Bit of everything, yeah.
Right, and like you say, the tractor side of it as well.
Yeah.
And has that grown in parallel? You got your plant side of it, you got your tractor side of it. Have you always had the two together?
Yeah.
Right.
We've always been deep roots into agriculture, and we've always pushed the tractor hire side. We've always done a lot of machines, grain trailers, silage trailers. We've always hired that sort of stuff out all the time. So yeah, it's all kept growing together. Right,
and in terms of where you're based, because you're relatively local to Mount Preston, you've got a big place, it's Warrington, is it, where you're based?
Yeah.
Have you got other?
Warrington and Congleton, yeah.
Right.
But we cover, so like the case tractors, we'll hire them to the customer and they'll be delivered to whichever's their closest dealer.
Right.
So there's never a transport charge for the customer. They pick it up from the local dealer where they've got the relationship, they know the local people, it works well, they do the warranty for them.
Right.
Obviously we'll back it up if they can't, or we'll take another tractor if it breaks down.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the hire they can return it back to the local dealer, and touch wood, it's working well.
Either way, your customer's backed up in terms of keeping them going.
Try and back it with the manufacturer, and like I say, 99.9% of the time they do an amazing job, but if they can't, we're there as well.
Right.
Our engineers will go out, or we'll send another tractor out if it's terminal.
And will you work with all case dealers throughout the country, or is it a select?
No, all of them.
All of them, right?
Yeah, work with all of them, we do.
Right, and what sort of, obviously, case tractors you hire, what sort of models have you got that you hire?
Everything down to like a 55C farm haul, like two-wheel drive with a whole frame on it as a scraper tractor or straw chopper. Everything, every model they do. We stop at an Optum 340. Right. The bigger kit's more specialist, like the quad track needs to be a 4-year minimum hire. And so really that's the Puma range is probably the bulk of the.
That's your volume.
That's the volume, That's
you just mentioned there like the hire periods, because it's going to be so varied, isn't it? There's the types of hire, the long, whether it's short term, long term, number of tractors, size of tractors. So are there certain different hire periods and things?
There is, there's a lot of variation in the spec as well, so we're trying to find like a cheaper tractor, but it's got to be heavy enough to go on a grain trailer. But then we need a lot of specialists, different specs, different sizes, so we do our best to spec everything we can to get it right, but if you need something different, out the norm, we will do it. We just have to wait the lead time.
Just let us know.
The factory. Yeah,
right.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm going to say, because like I say, your customers are going to be so varied. Actually, trying to choose a spec that suits everybody, it's probably pretty much impossible, isn't it? Because just case alone, just in the Pumas, you got power shifts. You got continuously variable transmission, you got a range of horsepowers, you got all manner of different spills on the back. So I take it there's no happy medium really, or
there isn't, and you get to know your customers, and you get to know like your loyal repeat business, and you get to know what they want and what they won't want, and you get to know what works on the tractor and what doesn't work, and we have to take that risk, don't we? We have to order so many tractors and hope and pray that we get it right, and we don't always. And if you get everything right in life, it'll be dead easy. You don't, so you've just got to, it's small margins in the hire job. You just got to do a lot of volume and pray that you get more right than you get wrong, and we make it work.
Right, and are a lot of your customers, is it a lot of repeat customers as well? Or?
Yeah, probably 70% repeat business, and we're trying to grow and find new customers all the time.
And do you find, especially in this day and age, prices of these bits of kits, it's only going one way, it's just up and up and up. Are more people now hiring tractors rather than buying and leasing or whatever?
Yeah, there's more inquiries and we're doing more, and obviously, like I say, with the volume, we're growing every year, we're growing more than we've ever grown, and like you're right, you're seeing that trend that people are wanting a fixed cost, they're wanting to know exactly how long they need the tractor and how much it's going to cost, and then get it off farm, get rid of the cost base.
Right, good stuff. And Ashbrook IE, obviously you've been in the business, 25 years now?
Yeah, that's it,
What's the future looking like? Where are you heading?
Keep going, we stick with the premium brands, the ones that look after us. We've learnt over the years who's on board with us and who'll work with us. And
who gets it,
who gets it, who'll honour the warranty, who actually will back it up at midnight and you need them on a Sunday. That's the people we work with, and we'll keep pushing with those loyal companies that work with us, and we have that partnership, that trust, and it does work. So it's keep doing more of what we do and trying to deliver that to the customers, that they believe in us and they trust us, and hopefully we can get it right and make it work for everyone. But we keep trying.
That's it. Well, James, thank you very much for your time. It's been good to learn a bit more about your company. Hopefully you've enjoyed that as well, ladies and gents. We shall now crack on and see what else we can find at this monster event.